There was a young man named Lucas Reed who lived his life like he was always running towards success, attention, and approval. Every morning, he'd scroll through his phone, seeing people his age traveling, buying houses, starting companies. He'd whisper to himself, "I should be there by now." No matter what he achieved, it never felt enough. The world kept reminding him that someone else was always ahead. He didn't realize that while he was chasing their lives, his own was quietly slipping away. One evening, Lucas sat alone in his apartment. The glow of his screen painted his face in cold blue light. He scrolled for hours, success stories, luxury photos, smiling faces, each one a mirror reflecting what he thought he lacked. Suddenly, he shut his laptop and whispered, "Why does everyone seem happy, except me?" He felt the room closing in, the walls whispering every should have and could have. In that moment, he realized he wasn't living his life. He was performing for an audience that didn't even know his name. The next morning, Lucas went for a walk to clear his mind. He wandered into an old park he hadn't visited since childhood. There, beneath an oak tree, sat an elderly gardener named Mr. Whitmore, quietly trimming flowers with slow, steady hands. Lucas sat beside him, exhausted. The old man glanced over and said softly, "You look like someone carrying too many things at once." Lucas sighed. "I keep feeling like I'm behind everyone else. No matter what I do, it's never enough." Mr. Whitmore smiled gently. "Ah, the disease of comparison. It steals joy faster than time itself." The old man set down his shears and pointed at the garden. "See those roses? They don't look at the lilies and wish to be them. Each grows in its own season, its own way." He picked a single flower and handed it to Lucas. "When you compare, you stop growing. When you focus on your own soil, everything you need starts to bloom." Lucas looked at the garden. Some flowers tall and proud, others small but full of color. And for the first time, he noticed they were all beautiful in their own rhythm. That evening, Lucas sat by his window without his phone. No scrolling, no noise, just silence. He made it a ritual, 10 minutes a day, to sit, breathe, and simply exist without comparison. In those moments, the noise in his head softened, the need to prove himself faded, and a quiet thought whispered, "I don't need to be ahead. I just need to be present." Weeks passed. Lucas started focusing on his path, reading, learning, creating, not for likes, but for growth. When others succeeded, he didn't feel threatened anymore. Instead, he felt inspired. He learned that happiness isn't a finish line. It's a state of being that begins the moment you stop measuring. He finally understood what the gardener meant. The sun shines for every flower, but only those facing it will feel the warmth. Months later, Lucas returned to the same park. The garden was even more beautiful, alive, peaceful, effortless. Mr. Whitmore was there, watering the plants. Lucas smiled and said, "You were right. I've stopped running other people's races." The old man chuckled. "And how does it feel?" Lucas replied, "Light, like I can finally breathe again." They sat in silence, watching sunlight dance across the flowers. Each one different, each one perfect in its own way. Comparison is the thief of peace. It convinces you that your path isn't enough and blinds you to the beauty of your own becoming. Happiness isn't about being first. It's about being fully here. Stop measuring your life by someone else's timeline. The flower that blooms later still blooms beautifully.